Hi there, I'm Bea, a mixed media artist. Join me as I explore art and creativity, one project at a time. Hey everybody, welcome back to my studio. So glad you joined me today for another video. And in case you are new here, welcome too. Now I'm working again in the Golden Threads journal. At the moment it is still very slim. I hope till the end it looks something like that. I'm working on it, just saying. Now, it is again one of those videos where I do talk while I'm working, so it's going to be a slightly longer video because some stuff I'm gonna show in real time and talking while I'm showing what I'm doing. Just let me know down below in the comments whether you like those kind of videos where I do comment while I'm working. Also, I'm thinking about having once a month a live stream video where we can talk to each other. I mean, we type to each other, but that would be fun too. Anyway, you're gonna see me. I had a whole bunch of items pulled from my various different stashes and had no idea when I started, but sometimes that's also a way to start an art journal page. You don't always need an exact, at least for me, let's put it that way. I don't need always an exact topic. I just start moving things around and suddenly I have an idea what I want to do. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video and don't forget to share and give me a thumbs up if you like what you see. I really appreciate it. Take care. Till next time. Bye. As I mentioned, I have grabbed a whole bunch of stuff from my stash, and I feel like a double spread today. I guess I need some just to hold it down a little bit better. So I do have this dyed Japanese paper, the thin paper. I think I'm going to add a little bit just to start it. I have no idea at the moment what I'm going to do. That's how I sometimes roll. Sometimes the fingers are your best tools. I just want to get rid of some bubbles here. Okay, I'm going to put that aside a little bit to let it dry. I don't need that no longer. Enjoy the sun? Nope, I don't like that. What about you? No. I certainly want the birdie, but I don't want the whole rest of it. I will keep those things for another project. And I want some frayed edges, so I'm gonna pull out some threads on all sides. That's a leftover from a jelly print. Do I feel like flour? No, I don't feel like flour. butterflies. Nope. Somehow this is appealing right now to me. Go Create. That's from a magazine. No idea what magazine. It seems to be a German magazine because there's some German text on the back. What about you? Oh, that's green anyway. Somehow I have the idea I want to draw a face and then using that as sort of a color, or I don't know yet exactly, but I think I'm gonna start with drawing the face first, which means I have to use the heat tool. I'm thinking about using a yellow Inktense to draw the face because it's the golden thread. Probably gonna use then some gesso for the face itself. What kind of face do I like? Do I like it look something like that? Or straight? Or this way? No, not this way for certain. I think I'm gonna go for straight this time. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Not sure that you're gonna see. I mean, I think I have to switch to something else. You can't see it when I do it in yellow. Was a nice idea, but not for filming. Maybe an orange. Yeah, you can see that better. Okay, let's go for an orange. So I had to grab some water and a brush, and here is my gesso. It is a very thin paper, it is wrinkling like mad, but just gives additional texture, I would say. And of course the Inktense is bleeding a little bit into the gesso, which is fine with me. Maybe for the dress too. Okay. Not sure what I'm gonna do with the hair yet. I'm not sure if you can see it, but I still can sort of see my lines I have made, so I know where my eyes go. think I'm gonna switch to my Nero, the oil-based charcoal, just to see a little bit what I'm doing. I think I'm not gonna go with acrylics. I'm gonna go with the Derwent Inktense, and then I'm using a water tank brush. Just let's see what happens. I'm gonna do weird colors for shading, just because I can. And today I feel like the sherbet lemon, which is more on the greenish side of the yellow. What hair color? Let's do sort of a purplish hair color. Again, just because I can. I mean, if worst come to worst, I still can go over with acrylic paints. And some green eyes, maybe. What's that? And I think I'm gonna use the Stabilo All for darker shades, like the eyes. And I even might come in with the hair also a little bit. No specific reason, but I just feel like I want to add some purple also. I can't decide whether there's a hair or whether it's a hat. I think I have to make one big blob here. Makes more sense. There's my Stabilo All. I give her a little bit of eyeshadow with the purple also. I think I like that better. Yeah. I'm gonna use some fabric glue. Not sure if the camera picks it up, but I'm gonna make her earrings. Just using the Posca pen for some highlights. Okay. Now I want to use that also. And the bird is saying go create. Just my little story here. Because he has the beak wide open, so he's telling us something. Okay, don't like the white bits. Off camera I did put the glue stick on. Because it's a glossy paper, I think I was going to use a little bit of tacky glue, just to be on the safe side. Now it is on a heavy watercolor paper, and sometimes you can split those paper. That's what so they're not so bulky and they're easier to glue down. That's what I'm gonna try here. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Here we go. So much easier to glue down, and it doesn't give so much bulk. Not that I'm afraid of bulk. I do like if the journal gets fatter and thicker. So, but just to glue down, it is sometimes easier when you split the papers. Doesn't work always, but it is worth to give a try. Now, if I wouldn't have done this page already, I probably would have stitched it in, but because I have already something on the other side, there's not enough glue here. Again, it's fabric. I'm gonna use the fabric glue. I want you to see what I do. I'm not gonna glue down the whole thing. I just make like little dots. I mean, you probably don't see the glue on the screen, but you get the idea what I'm doing. Two reasons why I need a paper. I'm not sure whether my hands are clean or have paint on it. And second, I want to pick up the glue that uses through the very loose woven fabric. So, okay. I'm thinking I'm gonna use a little bit of distress ink to do the edges. Here we go. Then I need my handy dandy tool, the applicator. Do I need to cut it straight? Well, at least I try. to have it somewhat straight. Not too bad for me. And by the way, I'm using the mustard seed. But if you do a page like this, you go with your colors, with your elements. So don't think you have to do exactly the same. You do you. It's all about creating something beautiful. For me at least is that. I'm not the person who does very often journal or paint while I'm in a bad mood. I just can't create so much when I'm not well. Okay, is there something missing on this page? Maybe some mark making? Thinking. Let's add some squares. Why not? Just to add a little bit more. Something. It's a very bumpy surface, so they're not going to be regular. They sometimes just skip over those bumps. Much easier down here. But there where there's paper I have glued on, it was not really practical. Do I want one here? No, it's too close. Here. I hope I like it. And I use the water tank brush. But that's exactly the place where you can do those kind of things in your art journal. Try out things using different medias, different collage things. Draw, sketch, glue, and figure out things how you like it. It's okay. I think it is okay. But I think I'm gonna go around again with the Black Nero in a rather messy way. Now the question is always when to stop. And frankly, in my art journals, as long as they are in my possessions, I do sell them occasionally, as long as I have them, I might go over another time and do something more. And that's totally legal. Sometimes I even cover up complete pages because in my eyes it was a failure, which doesn't mean that somebody else doesn't like it, you know, that's the thing. I think I need to add here a little bit too. To add or not to add? I think I want to pull it over a little bit. But just a few here. And more spread out. Kind of want to use those butterflies. But it is too much. Nope. I call it done. Now, if you liked what you have seen, I'm happy about if you are sharing and giving me a like and thumbs up. And till next time, take care. Bye.